in the quest to put a wing on here, I did manage to go pick up that $50 hatch. And while it's bare, it's definitely in a little bit better shape than this one was. Especially with all the Bondo and other crap on top that they had for from the TRD wing on there. Which I assume must have been installed by them because there's weird wiring running it. So, who knows? But I've yoinked all of the interior panels out of the rear. And got the hatch off, got the headliner out, so that I can investigate a little bit more into the sunroof issue, figure out what's going on with that, and get it popped out to replace. So, updates, things moving along. I do have the new rear hubs on. And I will be ordering BBC slotted and dimpled rotors with their yellow stuff pads. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do a big brake kit up front or not. We'll see how things go for the time being. I'm hoping with lightening up the car, I won't need a big brake kit up front, but we'll see. We will see. If we end up going that route, I will probably end up going with Stop Tech or TRD. Because, you know, TRD clout, of course, you want it. Everybody wants it. But progress is slowly being made towards getting things straightened out and into someplace that I'd like them to be back to driving it. I did really want to get the brakes sorted out. I've been inspecting the rear strut bar, or rear sway bar, and it is in rough shape. I can see a bunch of the paint peeling off of it, or powder coating. And we do still have the leak up front. I haven't seen that the timing chain cover has been done, so that's on the list. I definitely need to do that. Probably gonna undo all of this wacky hosing and do a proper catch can setup. Probably run a dual catch can setup on it since there's the two of them on there, and they both vent back to the throttle body and the intake. So we will figure that out in good time. I've already done the cruise control delete, got rid of that big mess right here. So, clearing up some space. I do plan on doing an AC delete. I will probably end up doing a power steering delete. I haven't ultimately decided yet. On the power steering delete, I might go to an electric power steering setup that will be a little bit less draw on the engine, but still give me good, useful power steering motions. So, and then I'm not entirely sure what's up with the exhaust. I'm not 100% stoked with how it looks. So I think it's probably just going to get an entire exhaust reboot. I'll get a set of PPE headers or R9Ks, probably the R9Ks. And then their mid pipe out to probably a couple of custom exhausts. I've got a few mufflers upstairs that I want to get set up for it, but right now it's currently whacked right there. And it's loud as snot. But I do love it. I like it loud. I just wish I could bolt something on there. I wish they'd just cut it after the flange. Or left the flange there. Like, why didn't they just unbolt the flange? It's dumb. But whatever, I guess. I'll go ahead and fix it. But more progress being made on the car. I am glad to be back. Glad to be working on a Celica again. I'm glad I get to use all of these parts that I've had sitting up in my attic forever, just waiting. And yes, with buying most modified cars, there's parts on there I don't want and are not to my tastes. But gives me other things to play with, and I can see other things and try other things and know that maybe they weren't what I would have wanted them to be, and I'm happy with the decision I have made. Like the short shifter, even just the drive home with that TWM short shifter was enough for me to know that I'm not a fan. It's a really cool piece, but it's not for me. So we will go ahead and keep plugging away, and I'll give you guys another update as we get further down the road. So this has a broken stud, and I need to fix it because this is not a Tsunami wing, but it is a Toyota wing. This is an authentic Sports M that does indeed have a broken stud. So I'm going to heat it up with the heat gun and extract this broken one out and go ahead and replace it with this good one that I already extracted from an OEM USDM wing. Oh, and I'm dropping stuff. But this wing is way cooler and well worth pulling a stud out of the other one. It already had a broken stud in it anyway, so it's a worthy sacrifice to pull one of the other good studs out of it to fix this. So we're just going to go ahead and heat this up, and then I'm probably going to pry on it with a little screwdriver and whatever I can to try to minimize any damage to the surrounding hole that it's going to go in. So essentially what I'm going to do is mix up some JB weld and drop it in the hole there, insert the stud, and then clamp the stud down, try to maybe clamp the stud down straight or something, I don't know. But we'll see what I do. But basically I'm just going to JB weld it back in place, because the plastic should be pliable enough that once I stick that back in there while it's hot, it should seat back in there, especially with the JB weld in place as well. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get to heating this, and I will bring you an update once I have pried it out. Well, folks, that's what victory looks like. I eventually was able to get enough bite on it that it was able to twist out, and as soon as I got it twisted loose, it pulled it right out. So I'll probably end up sanding this all down and replacing all of this foam pad with fresh when we get ready to paint it as well. But in the meantime, I'm super excited to have that out. I just want to be able to mount it on the car and look at it, even if it's not the right color or painted or anything like that. I would just like to know that it's solid and ready to go. So we'll go ahead and prep up some JB weld and get that new stud slapped in there. New hatch on, wing on, 03 plus hatch handle. Needs a little bit of touching up and a little bit of love, but that's on there. I need to pull this knackered GTS badge off and replace it with one of the cleaner ones I have. But no more ugly marks on here. Just need to clean whatever this is up, but that will come when I have all the body kit put together and everything ready to go, and then I take it in for touch-ups and all that stuff. Then I'll probably end up getting it wrapped. We'll see what ends up happening. I might do an old school TRD livery since it's white, and I actually like it white. So we might do something fun with that. We'll see here. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress being made. It's definitely dirty, but it'll clean up. Oh, that wing looks so good. Authentic Sports M. You don't see those every day. Along with brand new clean Tsunami tail lights. So, one thing at a time here.